Yo, what's up? It's your boy K-Rino. I'm subbing for Dana today. You know what I'm saying? He out of pocket. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of glad I'm subbing for him 'cause I get to chill with my partner. I don't see him that often. My boy Zero. What's up, Ro? Holla at your fans, man.
What's up? What's up? It's your boy Zero the Crooked. Just representing chilling out here, man. Ready for this interview.
No doubt. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's like I got a whole lot of questions for you, dog, you know, 'cause like I said, you got a lot of support, a lot of fans out there. And them boys, they posted on the board and I didn't even have to make up a question. They listed so many tight ones. So really, I'm going to run through the things that the people want to know, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know that's who you write your music for. When did you get started, man? When did you get started in the rap game? And, you know, who was some of your early influences?
Man, I gotta say, about 12, 13 years old, you know, we always used to beat on the lunch table and, rap at lunch. But I got serious when I started jamming K-Rino, street military. I mean, that was close to home for me, but at the same time, it was like, damn, them niggas jamming. I want to be like them niggas, you know what I'm saying? So I sat up in my room, about a good 9, 10 ago, man, and just started on it for real. Just really start writing songs, man, of course, Tupac, of course, Point Blank, K-Rino, Street Military, Klondike Cat. I mean, just to make it short, SUC, SPC, Killer Clan, that's what I was on. And that got me where I'm at right now.
No doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to know, man, you know, 'cause you come with a lot of emotion and deep spiritual at the same time connected to the streets type lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Do you have any type of what's your spiritual upbringing as far as like the church, the mosque? What was your upbringing like spiritual wise, man? People want to know that.
Well, when I was coming up, I was Church of Christ, Christian. That was my religious, upbringing, even still to the day. I don't go like I was supposed to be going, but
You do.
yeah, that was my spiritual upbringing right there, man. Just Church of Christ.
It's all good. Well, check this out. We gonna cut straight to the chase. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of hype going around H-Town about the whole Michael Watts situation, and everybody well aware that you and Blank, put some heat down in that direction, to set some things straight. Let the people know, what was on your mind, and how all that sparked off. You know what I'm saying? And what was the motivation behind that?
Well, contrary to everybody believe, I I really didn't have a problem with 5,000 watts prior to the statement that he made in the magazine. Because even when Screw was living, I run into him here or there. He ain't never have, nothing to say like that statement in the magazine. When he saw me and Screw together. But it just seemed funny to me that, right after Screw passed on, all of a sudden he had something to say. So I'm thinking in my mind like, well, now my partner can't defend himself from this statement because he's no longer here. So I'm going to just be a mouthpiece right quick. Because I knew if my partner would have been living, he would have said something worse than that. That was just my feeling. And, at the present time, that's still my feeling. It ain't no hate towards him. I hate what he said, so I just made it known.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, like I say, we family out here in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, people wanted to know, and we gonna clear the air on all that, cause that's what rap is all about. Rap been about competition since day one. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna move on from that. Anyway, as far speaking of Screw, on the cool, man, how did you come in contact with? Because everybody got a different story concerning their relationship with Screw, but the one thing everybody got in common with him is the love that he showed everybody. You know what I'm saying? So what's your early acquaintances with Screw, and how'd you come in contact with the legend?
Well, man, I think we was what the name of that club was? Fish, Unique, huh? at Club Unique. We had a show at Club Unique. I'm talking about a long time ago, and Screw wasn't there, but Al D was there. I think I was doing with Aggravated and Restless. I'm on stage doing a little old song. I had on my first CD, Look What You Did to Me on Fisher Boy. I was doing one of those songs, and Al D really liked it. And he was like, man, give me a CD. I gave him a CD. He went and took it to Screw, let Screw hear it. Screw was like, I want to meet that cat. And, before long, I don't even think it was two weeks. Al D and Screw, they drove over where me and Fisher was at on the Southwest. We was in the studio, doing it, man. Just met.
He did it too, man. That's just how he did it, man. Screw welcome you in like family, man. We're gonna segue into something you just mentioned. You mentioned your all-time classic album, Look What You Did to Me, man. Like I say, I'm always on the net. You know what I'm saying, and that's the most talked about album on the net on the southern scene. You know what I'm saying, from Houston to Louisiana to Memphis, in all the parts, not just the South. Look What You Did to Me, man. You know what I'm saying? People want to see that album re-released. They want to see it reprinted. What do you have to tell the people as far as the history of that album, your mood when you was making that album? Because people always want to know that, and how would the people be able to one day get that album again, man? Because that's a classic.
Well, man, I'm gonna answer all that. Not necessarily in order, but well, to the question about bringing that album back out, we definitely gonna do that. Me and Big Fish. I mean, we finna do this one more time. And it's we gonna put that in their face, man. One more time. They look what you, because it was a classic, man. At that time, I was like, I ain't have an album out at that time, so my hunger back then was like, my back was grinding, I was past the stomach grinding part. I was hungry. I really wanted that. It was like that first impression.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I gotta make this first impression stick. So that's why it's a classic, because I ain't never had a hunger like that before. And I mean, my mood, that was just my mood. I was ready to eat. Big Fish was ready to eat. JV was ready to eat. We was all ready to get our grub on. So, that's why all them songs, all them projects back then was painful and, really painful and dark, That's why everything was like, 'cause that's how life was, man, straight up.
Yeah, speaking of that, you one of the few artists on not just the southern scene but on national scene that's able to reflect your emotion through your words. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't able to do that, man. Is that something that you developed, that you grew into, or that's something that you just feel like you was born with, or did the circumstances brew that inside of you?
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. That's the words exactly, man. Them circumstances brewed that up inside of me, because it's like, I ain't gonna lie. I think about it. I think everybody can do it, me.
Yeah.
But I think certain people are not ashamed to try to do it. Because, see, me, they ask me, why you make the track? Why you singing on there and rapping? The reality of it was, I couldn't get nobody $500 for no beat or $500 for no hook. So I better learn how to do this here. So, fans, they look at it as a talent, but I was looking at it as another tool, to feed my hunger, man. So it's like, but that emotion, like a lot of my partners, man, a lot of my partners that I know, it's like we all go through something. But some of my partners, boys act hard, I like that. I'm a soldier type of mentality. I ain't gonna let y'all know nothing. Me, I've been by myself a lot, so venting frustration or venting whatever pain, I gotta let it out some type of way. And, if I let it out in the wrong way, it could be 25 to life or something like that. I let it out in the right way, I get, a dollar or two
No
off of it.
doubt.
So, I choose to do it the right way.
No doubt. And then it's like it's interesting that you say that because when you choose to do it the right way, you create a connection with people because it's always somebody going through the same thing you're going through. And that's what a lot of people say about Zero. They say, man, I was feeling that, man. When that boy said this, I was going through this at the time, and that helped me get through that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of artist that you want to be. Check this out, man. We want to talk about the Killer Clan for a minute. Everybody know, man. You the one artist that really you transcend all the cliques in Houston. Cause you SUC, Killer Clan, you SPC, you know what I'm saying? So people want to know, I know the answer to the question, but people want to know how'd you get into the Killer Clan, how'd you get started with that? Because the SPC Killer Clan fans, they always mention your affiliation, your present affiliation with the Killer Clan, and what's your status with the clan now?
I ain't gonna lie, it's like my position in the clan right now is like, everybody's position. We all united to do this music and bring this, this ear candy for everybody, And I mean, that's just my affiliation with everybody. I look at myself like an everybody family, man. I love everybody that love me, We get together, we just do projects. Sometimes we mean for it to be played, but it be so jamming, Man, let's go and do this here. So, like with the SPC, like, me and Blank and Cat just did a song. I'm glad to see my nigga Cat touch down on these streets, We did something. Everybody don't be it. K-Rino gonna always do something, Me and Lil Flea, Me and, a couple of cats out there, as you see, Shorty Mac. I mean, I try to do something with everybody. And then doing that sometimes, it be too much love, man. It's like, I look at myself like a magnet, man. I bring our families together, because I'm a family-oriented dude, man, straight up.
Right. Yeah. That's what it's all about, man, for sure, man. Well, my next question had to be a question that, people ask me a lot of times, man. What's your view on the Houston rap scene today? Because it's a lot of different type of artists out here. People talking about a lot of different things, but there's a lot of people talking about the same thing. So on a whole, how do you look at H-Town and where do you see it going? And are you concerned about it or is it cool?
Of course I'm concerned about it because this home, But, the most thing I see out here, everybody want to talk about what they got, and, what they do every day. I got a million this, Well, okay, that's fine and cool. The majority of your listeners don't have that. So I just try to stick close to home. I talk about things that I do, and I'm a regular dude to me, and everybody I see in front of my eyes regular. So everything I'm doing, they doing. So I know if I'm talking about that, I know they can relate to it, because we one and the same. That's cool to be on your yacht and, peeling back lobsters and, all this here, but I don't necessarily do that. Everybody I know don't do that either. So, I just try to keep it simple and basic, man. Yeah, everybody can relate to me, and that's cool with me like that, man.
Well, check this out, man. You've been dealing with a lot of different record labels, what I'm saying, since you got in the game, and basically, what was the reason for you being on so many different labels on each album, and all the way culminating up to you ending up on KMJ? You know what I'm saying? And I'll reserve my next question. But as far as different labels, what led to you ending up on a different label on each album?
Well, it's just basically, when you come into a business agreement with somebody, it's always a term involved in it. So it's like I might sign, with, somebody for 1 year, one album. Yeah, I do one album, I wait my year out, my term over. So it's like, yeah, I'm freed up. I let our labels know I'm freed back up. You know, I try my best to be a commodity, so I know I'm not gonna stay free too long. But it's like term, the end of the term will come around, so it's time for either renew my agreement or move around. And ain't gonna lie, after every at my job, I seem to be just a tad bit hotter than before. So it's like I don't want to do the same thing over again. So I'm gonna free myself up for probably a better agreement or something like that. Other times it's mishaps involved. So you have to break off or do your own thing or something. But for the most part, it's just terms came to an end. It was time either renegotiate or go to a different company. It's just basic.
For sure. Well, check this out, man. It seems like right now I'm not. You know me and you. It's our family. Whenever we see each other, we don't see each other every day. But just the vibe I get, man, and just the way I'm hearing your name more than I ever heard, I got the feeling that KMJ is treating you real good. You know what I'm saying? Explain to the people the situation with KMJ. How'd you end up with them, and how it's treating you right now?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. This is the SPC site, so I got to bring it raw. So I'm gonna tell you, uh, KMJ Records. That's my boy Eugene Brooks, man. I was doing that album with Presidential Records, and we entered into some contractual situations. So bottom line was I wasn't finna record no more. 'Cause I ain't feel, I had a messed up feeling about them. Things were said from a past label, so it brewed up some problems. So everybody walked away from each other for that time being. And on my walk, I ran into Eugene, and Eugene was like, "What's up, I'm Eugene? What you trying to do with your entertainment career right now?" And I was like, I'm really at a standstill right now. I don't know what to do. So he was like, I'm gonna help you do something right quick. I'm gonna, get you where you need to be. And so, we hooked up, and before you know it, I was back in the studio doing another album. And he just treated me like a human. He treated me because you don't find that a lot right now with these CEOs in Houston. They don't treat you like humans, man. So, excuse me. He treated me like a human, and we ended into a nice little old deal, man. And at the present time, we cool. Me and Eugene, we cool right now, but at the present time, I ain't even on KMJ no more. So but we cool. Me and he set me up for my own thing. He helped me set up Ridgemont 4 Records. So it's all gravy right now, man.
But you know what? That's really supposed to be the job of the label anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed for the artist to use the label as a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good either way. When you can break out a situation and still got a good business relationship, it's all family, man. Okay, check this out, man. We know that you've been down with Bam, for many years, for a long time. You know what I'm saying? What was the origin of you and his hookup, and how'd y'all get started in the game, man? And what kind of influence have he had on you?
It was like when I was trying to put out my first album, uh, before I had got with Fisher Boy, I was going to shows with him. We wrote a couple of songs together, and in the middle of his show, he'd be like, come on out, come do this song right quick. So he was really putting me on the scene. He was my partner, but it was like, come on, nigga, come out here and get some of this shine with me right quick. So I did that shit. It was beneficial to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that shit. 100. It's yeah, it was gravy, man. A lot of people started hearing about it through Bam shows and shit. So I was like, that shit was real. It was a real benefit to me, And that's all we was doing all day, man. Just getting in the van, going to Galveston, or wherever we was at, Texas City, shit, Dickinson, all that shit, man. We was just loking up and doing that shit, man. And I honestly believe my first fans came from that. You know what I'm saying? From them shows and shit. Then I hooked up with Fish and put that album out, and it was like shit. It was 50 and 50. It made 100 right fast.
No doubt. That boy Fisher boy in the house right now. You know what I'm saying? Check this out, man. This is what a lot of people want to know, man. And I had this conversation with you a minute ago. Are you aware, man, of the following that you got, not just in the South, but all around the country and even overseas? I'm talking about the whole globe, you know what I'm saying? Are you aware of the universal appeal that your music have, man?
I, I mean, I know a little bit of it now, but I mean, before this evening, I really didn't know. I mean, I know I got a couple of cities and a couple of states, but I ain't know it that serious, for real. I know I got like influences on a couple of places, but some of the places that you named to me, I would have never known, for real.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You know what I'm saying? We got, people from all over the world, shouting out to us on our board, on the screw shop board, just any board you name, man. They show so much love to Zero. Like I said, they got a lot to do with the content of your lyrics and the universal appeal that they got, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a credit to you. Let me ask you some old school questions, man. We're gonna take it over to the G Mob, you know what I'm saying? The Gorilla Mob, when y'all came out with Rise, man, that album there is considered a classic too, you know what I'm saying? It's one of my favorite albums to come out of H-Town. What's the status on the G Mob, and will we see another? I know we just saw one recently, but will we see another Gorilla Mob album?
Yeah, you gonna keep seeing them Gorilla Mob albums, man. We put out that first. Like I say, we was hungry, man. So it sounded like that. That shit was jamming, but they doing their thing, I'm doing my thing, but we still family though. It's gonna always be another Gorilla Mob album, man. It's just taking a little time to do it, cause they got so much things on their schedule. I got so much things on my schedule, so we actually got to find that time to just sit down and concentrate on doing another one. But we gonna sit down and you know what I'm saying, do that next one, man.
Well, check this out. We understand that you're getting ready to do a collaboration with that boy Daz from the Dog Pound. Break it down to the fans and just let them know how all that came about. How they got started off with you and Daz.
Well, the dude, Eugene from Cam J, he was doing a compilation album, and on his compilation album, he wanted to get big names on names that's already known. So in doing so, when he was pitching his, as he was pitching his idea to other artists, agents and managers and everything. He was telling them, I'm paying X amount of dollars. So tell him I'm paying X amount. He asked me who I want to do songs with. I told him, names like Corrupt, Dad. I want to do something with Nate. People I wanted to collab with. So he was trying to go out and go get them. And in doing so, he actually ran into Dad, and he was like, I want you to do a song with my boy Zero. And when he said my name, Dad was like, Zero, the most city Zero dude. So he had already heard of me. He was like, man, I want to meet that cat. So, they came back down to Houston. We met up, I think, at Heavy Rotation and sat down, of course, we had to, get lifted and shit, you know what I'm saying? And the nigga Dirty played the beat. We got on that motherfucking, ever since then, it was like, fuck it, let's do an album, man. So it was like, just get this West and this South, clicked up right quick and, present it to everybody, see how they like it. So that's what we're trying to do right now.
Yeah, that's tight. Well, check this out, man. With the way the H-Town scene set up right now, you know, it's like you look at H-Town, you look at Memphis, and you look at how Louisiana used to be. You see a lot of independent labels in them cities I just named. And that's based on the fact that you got major independent distributors like Southwest in Houston, you got Selecto in Memphis. But then you see through those independent labels, a lot of artists getting major deals. What's your take on the nationwide situation, getting major deals? 'Cause a lot of cats losing deals. What's your status as far as a deal or not taking a deal? What's your view on that?
Man, Major's been coming at me a whole lot lately. But it's like if you look at the mathematics of it and the overall outcome, you don't want to stay by yourself. Cause it's like all your money get to coming in. I mean, me and Fish was just talking about that shit. All your money get to coming in, and you got 30 motherfuckers standing behind you. They ain't rap on your album. They ain't make album beat. You know what I'm saying? They just hired by the record label, and you got to pay these. You don't even know them people. You know what I'm saying? You by yourself. You know what I'm saying? When that $10 come in, and you getting $9.50 of it, it feel way better than $1.50 of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you could sell 30,000 by yourself, man, that's about yeah, don't fuck with that. That's about what 300,000 your dollars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that feel way better than man about 87, $90,000 off of your project. You know what I'm saying? So stay by yourself and get that cash, man.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I say, a lot of people, what you said, they don't know the math of it, man. You can go platinum on a major and make way less money than you make selling 30,000 independent. A lot of artists on them, but a lot of them learning the hard way. I'm gonna go to something else. As far as the Houston scene is concerned, who do you see as being the next dude? If you ain't got to pick yourself, who do you see as being the next dude, the young cat coming up or whoever it might be, that's gonna just hit the scene and just jump in the game and shock the world out here in H-Town?
Well, I got to really say, my young partner on Ridgemont 4 Records, Big Pup, that's just my opinion. Don't nobody know about him right now, but he a young, hungry, starving, jamming ass dude. That's just like how I was, just like how you was, how Bam and Blank. Well, you know what I'm saying? When everybody started, man, everybody was hungry than a motherfucker. Wanted to eat, you know what I'm saying? Right now, that nigga want to eat, man, and he a big old nigga. So you got to do a lot of eating to get full. He a big old nigga, you know what I'm saying? So say the nigga can flip his tongue, he can rap fast, he can rap slow, and he got character and emotion in his shit. That's why I fuck with him, man. So I really see that dude there, man, really doing something in the near future.
Check this out. We're going to get on a serious note, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. People listen to rappers. We listen to watch videos all day long. You hear rappers talking about their cars, their clothes, or whatever. But you don't hear too many people dealing with a lot of real life issues. We got George W. Bush in office, and he running the country to hell as we speak. What's your situation, man? What's your take on just the politics of this country as far as the war, the upcoming war on Iraq, and just a lot of the things that's going on in society right now, man? We want to know what Zero think about that type of stuff.
I mean, of course, I let the wars and shit, man, that shit that is uncalled for, man. And even worse than that, you got, Bush and all them motherfuckers up there calling on us to go fight that shit. We don't know them, you know what I'm saying? We don't know them people over there. Them people don't know us. Them people don't owe me shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like on the movie, them motherfuckers ain't call me no nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying, but on the general note, man, all this shit here just fucked up. It's uncalled for, man. I try to stay to myself and, stay out the fucking folks way, man, for real. I don't need no dealings with them folks, you know what I'm saying? Cause shit, they wrong than a motherfucker, man. And we rap about that shit in our songs. You know, every day. I mean, even down to HPD. I mean, it's the same shit. Uncalled for, unnecessary shit. Ain't nobody right no more, man. Everybody left in a motherfucker, for real.
Well, check this out. This next question, man. I want to know who your top 5 rappers in H-Town long. I see a lot of mine in here now, you know what I'm saying? Because I got Blank and Bam, them boys just walked in the door. But outside of yourself, name your top 5 H-Town rappers. And you ain't got to say me because I'm sitting here, nigga.
Shit, no nigga gotta say you though. Shit, that's food right there. That was food, man. K-Rino, Point Blank just started off. K-Rino on Point Blank. Shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say, I ain't in this K-Rino, Point Blank. Cat like a motherfucker, man. Cat got to have that there, man. Flee from Street Military, man. That boy there, deep. That boy deep, man. Niggas don't know. That nigga deep though, man. Shit. Who I top this here off with, man? Shit. I don't know, man. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, man. It's hard, man. It's hard, man.
We'll let you hold that.
Yeah. You can hold off on them four, man.
We'll let you hold off on that one until about another month or two. We'll wait somebody else to come out and see what they do. Check this out, man. Like DJ Screw, ever since DJ Screw's death, there been a lot of people, that's coming along still trying to do what Screw did, you know what I'm saying? What's your take? And I know Blank can attest to this here because Blank is really the only one. He the only one that's putting out real Screw now. How you feel about the people that's dropping a lot of stuff and putting Screwed and Chopped on it on their albums? What do Zero think about that?
I think that shit fucked up. Cause it's like they want to do this shit now when that nigga gone. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it's just like how Blank say, do what you do, but respect where it came from. Straight up, all this shit. Notice on all my shit, because I don't never opt to do a slowed and chop rendition of my album, but the labels and shit gonna do it anyway. Shit, but notice on back, my shit say slowed and chopped. You know what I'm saying? All these niggas, half of them don't even know Screw. They wanna put Screwed and Chopped by somebody else. Then it ain't Screwed and Chopped. It's Walter and Chopped, or it's Michael and Chopped. You know what I'm saying? Don't put that man's name on there like that to get 30, 40,000 extra sales. I mean, live off of your own credit, man, for real.
Well, let me ask you this. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a minute. What about the people who say, well, it's a contribution to Screw's legacy to put Screwed on there because that's keeping his name alive? What do you say to the people who feel that way about that?
Man, that's a lie. Cause if you go to the Screw shop on Cullen, you see all them names on that board, all them dubs. That's enough right there, man. And I shit he done for me and Street, Bam, Cat, all that. Man, that shit ain't gonna never die. You know what I'm saying? That shit there gonna be forever. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's about what 600-700 names that motherfucker, or dubs alone. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's enough. Leave that man alone. You know what I'm saying? Just leave him be. For real.
Well, check this out, man. I know you was real close, to all our partner Big Mello before he died, man. What was your relationship with Mello, man? And what was the effect that what effect did his death have on you? And what effect do you think that his death had on the H-Town scene as well as Screw? Cause I meant to throw Screw in there too.
Man, it's like Mello was, he was like, comedy relief, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad around him for nothing. So shit, man. Mello passing on for me was like, now I feel so bad after that shit, man, because it's like we was on the same label for about 5 6 months, and if people listen to my songs, I don't talk about smiling too much, you know what I'm saying? But shit, man, Mello opened up the whole another chapter for me. Finally, I could wake up and be like, man, I'm finna go straight to the studio just so I can go kick it with Mello. I got problems and shit, all these lawsuits and all this other shit. Shit, get around this man, it's like, man, what lawsuit? You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing so hard, jaws hurting and shit. And, the same for Screws like that too, man. And it wasn't like how you say, love I got for Screw ain't got nothing to do with music, man. You know what I'm saying? I had real life problems, and that man was, helping me through my shit, man. And it never once did he say, "Bro, sign this." You know what I'm saying? Never once, say this about me here. I was my own man, and he was a friend, DJ true enough, but he was a friend, man, for real. That was my dog, for real. Both of them niggas was my dog, man, my partners. And it had shit to do with that rhyme.
Well, check this out. Anybody that know you, anybody know Zero, know people make jokes all the time. Zero drop an album every month. You know what I'm saying? What's your motivation behind grinding so hard and building up the library of music that you seem to be building up right now?
It's like, man, that go back to them terms I was talking about. If you know me, I'm gonna go into the studio every day and do a song. Or if not every day, at my next convenience, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I can get in. So a lot of times I be, gone from a label, and they got leftover shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So shit, they'll put an album together and chunk it out there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the time I don't even be having nothing to do with that shit. But I've been in the studio so much with songs left over. Motherfucker might put out a 15-song album on me and still got 12 songs left over. So I might be at the next label. I'll drop a new album on a new label. They backdoor it about 2-3 months later. Cause the press right now I got a new album out that's hot. They gonna release them 12 songs as another album. Cause they figuring he hot right now. I'm gonna put another album out. So a lot of people doing that. It's just how the game go.
Well, we about to wind it down, man. I got a couple more questions for you, man. A lot of people also wanted to know this question here. How'd you get the name Zero? What made you start going by the name Zero? How'd that come about?
Just really, man, cause it ain't really been, nobody but me when I'm doing my shit. I started out, I made a whole lot of enemies in this shit. I made a whole lot of partners in this shit, but all the time, I be one deep. It don't be nobody but me. So shit, I'm gonna do this shit. When I'm writing my rhymes, I'm by myself. When I'm on the stage, I'm by myself. I'm doing my shit by myself. So I'm Zero, before one.
Well, in Islam, the number 0, that represents, all black people, in case you ain't know that. It's like, but what happens is when you put the one God in front of the 0, it increases it by 10, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what make your name deeper than what it is, you know what I'm saying? But, last but not least, man, like I say, we want to thank you, dog, for just coming on the site and putting it down, because like I say, you got a lot of fans out there, dog, and everybody wanted to know what's on your mind. They hear your rhymes, but they want to be able to sit down and listen to a conversation, you know what I'm saying? So, you got any last shout-outs, anything you want to say, just to the people, or just want to get off your chest in general, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Shit. I'm gonna just say, what's up to everybody out there, man. You know, keep your grind on, and keep going first in your life.
Appreciate that, homie. We gonna wrap this up. SPC, Killer Clan, SUC. Huh!